Hi, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Parents Engaging Parents, a beloved community check-in. My name is Erica, PEPNJ, and this is Miss May from
Good eve-
Bridgeton.
Good evening.
So today we are going to be having our guests from the Community Food Bank. They are nutrition educators that are going to just engage us on fruits and vegetables and how we can incorporate them into our diets. We know that the summer is around the corner. Usually we have those
Mhm.
that this is that time where everybody's trying to run to the gym, trying to get in shape for the summer, right? So I
Yes.
figured what better way than to get some insight on how we should be taking care of our bodies with those healthy foods. But before that, I do have to mention that Parents Engaging Parents' mission is to promote civic awareness and proactive community action based on the interest of parents and community leaders. We challenge ordinary people to identify problems facing their neighborhoods and cities, connect parents and organizations to multiply their power, and mobilize people to bring out real and measurable change since 2017. So, Miss May, what is going on in your neighborhood?
Well, I tell you, today was a beautiful day, and there was a lot of people out today, just, enjoying the weather. So, we have some very great things that are going to be happening in the city of Bridgeton. April the 9th, we're going to have a walk, a fun walk, and a run walk, um, just observing National Child Abuse Awareness Month. And
Mm-hmm.
that should be a fun time. We've invited all types of resources. We've invited groups that have children in it. We're going to be giving out prizes. We're going to be giving out all sorts of incentives. There'll be food, drink, those sorts of things. So I'm really excited about that. And then on next week, we're going to have a colon awareness luncheon.
Mm-hmm.
Rutgers University, also Robert Wood Johnson, and New Jersey Seed. They're going to be presenting a presentation on, nutrition and how that can help us, sort of like warn off such things like cancer. So
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be a luncheon, and we're really excited about that. Right now, we have about 25 individuals who've registered for that presentation. So I think that's going to be really helpful for our community.
Yeah, I hear that because there's so many foods that are just beneficial to combat, a lot of those ailments that we have going
Mhm.
on in our bodies. I know I'm trying to wean myself off of milk. I'm trying to,
Mhm.
I like oat milk.
Mhm.
And I know that there are benefits, yet I know that there's like a lot of it, like, I don't know, I feel different when I drink milk. So it's
Yes.
not necessarily too good for me. I'm realizing maybe in my old age, I'm about to hit that big 4 or 5. So, so
Still
and
young.
thanks. You're forever young. So I hopefully, just staying in tune with my body and
Mhm.
paying attention. I guess is where I'm at right now. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say I'm 100% healthy.
Yeah.
We're a healthy
Well,
eater.
I think this presentation is going to serve us all really well this evening. That should give us a few pointers on the things that we should be looking into, just to help us to have healthier lives, so we can be energized and do all this wonderful work we're doing with PEP. And I just want to say to our audience, share tonight, push like, and just you're going to have a great presentation tonight. So please engage with us. We're looking forward to our presenters.
Yes. So, who we have is Community Food Bank of New Jersey, and they are known for distributing food and having um, helping communities across New Jersey. They package food orders for local soup kitchens, food pantries, purchase and collect food for distribution, and help people in need through SNAP application assistance, reaching communities with limited resources, and also mobile pantries. I think mobile pantries are so cool.
Yeah,
Anyhow,
I
let
do
me
too.
just bring to the platform. We have Miss Victoria. That's my daughter's name. Natalie.
Hi,
Hi,
Victoria.
Victoria. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How is everyone out there?
Great.
Great. So, you know, what we do here is we are getting to know you, our community here in New Jersey and on our platform. They want to know a little bit about Miss Victoria. So we want to know um, who inspired you to do the work that you do today?
So I was not initially inspired by just one person. I'm inspired by everyone to do the work that I'm doing. I love primarily working with food pantries, meeting new people each and every time I'm there, being able to assist them in trying to incorporate more fruits and vegetables into their diet, trying to follow my plate guidelines, which I believe you guys will have a lesson on in a few weeks. It's just
Mhm.
an overall happiness to be able to assist so many individuals.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks so much for that. So we're going to bring Mark onto the platform.
Mhm.
He was with us last week. Hi, Mark.
Hi, how's everyone doing?
Mark.
And if you can just share again with us who you are and what inspired you to do this work that you do.
So, my name is Mark Barbetto. I am a nutrition educator with the Community Food Bank of New Jersey. And I kind of talked about last week how my mom was a big influence on my nutrition and kind of fitness lifestyle. She's someone that introduced me to it young, and it's kind of stuck. And uh, working with the food bank was kind of an easy thing for me to do because I like to help people, and I think this is a great way to do it.
All right. Thanks for that, Mark.
Yep.
And we're going to be looking forward to cooking with Mark. See,
Can't
we're going to
wait.
brand it. We're going to brand it now. That's it. We're cooking
Mm,
with Mark. Good evening, Miss Elise. We see you. And Miss Elise, she is a pillar in our community for giving out fruits and vegetables and lots of healthy food. She gets fruit and food from Trader Joe's, which I love.
mhm.
They have really great food, organic food, and also from Costco's. So you guys got to go check out Miss Elise. She is usually there on Marcy and Prospect or throughout Essex County on some weekends, but mostly on Marcy and Prospect. She's there in East Orange. Giving out fruits and vegetables weekly. She's usually there on Saturdays and Sundays. So definitely, if you stop by, there
Mhm.
are fantastic
Yes.
opportunities to get food for free. And telling you, like the prices of food at this point is killing me.
Yes.
So I'm going to be up that way soon, Miss Elise. Sooner than soon.
Yeah.
Okay. So Victoria, if you can, please share with us what you're going to talk about today.
So, tonight we will be talking about fresh fruits and vegetables, frozen canned, all the fruits and vegetables, and how we can encourage you guys to eat at least 5 cups of fruits and vegetables each and every day. May I go ahead and start sharing that presentation with you guys?
Sure.
All
Please
right,
do.
perfect. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and jump on into that presentation. Is everyone able to see that screen? There we go.
Yeah, looks good.
Mhm.
Perfect. So, as members of the Community Food Bank of New Jersey and New Jersey SNAP Education, we are a part of the USDA, or United States Department of Agriculture, and we always like to share our non discrimination statement and our Justice for All poster, stating that we do not discriminate based on race, age, color, race, national origin, sex, religious creed, disability, age, political beliefs, and so many others. We do not discriminate. We are open to assist. Just a little agenda for everyone today. Just to review, we are going to have a short, brief lesson on fruits and vegetables. We have a little activity for you guys titled Eat the Rainbow. We'll share a recipe with y'all, and then we'll have a little question and answer segment. But please feel free at any point, if you have any questions, please feel free to go ahead and ask us in the chat box or utilize that microphone to speak up. And then we also have a brief survey at the end, which I will review as well. So welcome. Our workshop today is very interactive. It's designed to help our participants eat healthy and to stay healthy during these uncertain times, especially. And with the Just Say Yes to Fruits and Vegetables curriculum hosted by New Jersey SNAP Ed, it aims to support healthy living through the promotion of increased fruits and vegetable consumption. If you would like more information on our curriculum that we are utilizing today, our JSY, you can visit jsyfruitsveggies.org. And if you need any assistance accessing food near you, please visit cfbnj.org. We are always here to help. So again, welcome to our first JSY recipe, fruits and vegetables. So before we begin, I always like to have a little icebreaker to get everyone thinking. What are some of your favorites, fruits and vegetables?
And you guys can put it in the chat or on Facebook or Instagram. I would say mine would be something weird like steamed broccoli.
Ooh.
Maybe steamed broccoli and some
I see
cheese.
that somehow we started scrolling through that lesson. Ooh, strawberry and watermelon. Thank you, Elise, for sharing. We're getting so close to that strawberry and watermelon season. It gets me a little excited.
Mm-hmm.
One recipe that I love to make, I like to make like a cheesecake type of yogurt cream cheese dip, and I like to dip different fruits and vegetables in it because it kind of gets that like little sweet tooth craving out of the way.
Yeah, that's for sure. And then the watermelon has so much water.
Yes.
So it's like quenching, right? Anybody else can think of something? Maybe Miss May. Miss May, can you think of something that is your favorite fruit or vegetable recipe?
Yes, I love cherries. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's my favorite. And I love turnip greens.
Ooh,
That's
delicious. And
another
I
one.
always love how actual cherries taste so much better than that cherry flavoring that you can find in a
I
lot of
know
gummy
it's so
fruits.
different. Oh,
They're so delicious and they're nice and crunchy.
yes. Oh, I love them.
Yep.
And I also buy the cherry juice, which helps you to relax at night. I
That
drink like a
sounds,
small cup.
that's an
Yeah.
interesting fact. I've never heard of that.
Yes, and it actually works. I was so surprised. My hairdresser shared that with me, and I went out and I bought some, and it actually works. It helps you to calm down and relax.
Nice. I typically take a nice cup of tea at night, so I might try some cherry
Cherry
juice
juice.
now.
Yes.
How about you, Mark? What's your favorite vegetable recipe or fruit?
I'd say I eat apples a lot. I like to do the apple a day to keep the doctor away kind of thing. So I'll have an apple with peanut butter or something like that, mix it up like that. And for vegetables, I actually I like Brussels sprouts a lot, which is kind of a weird one.
Mm.
I do like Brussels sprouts.
I like that.
Something with the summer. I kind of like a veggie salad, like tomato, cucumber, onion, with like a balsamic. It's really good in the summer. Kind of
Being
breaks
from
the
Jersey,
heat.
we have the best
Yep,
tomatoes.
Yes.
exactly. Yeah, you get that good sweet tomato.
Mm-hmm.
Truth. Hi, Monique. Monique, tell us if you can, or throw it in the chat. What's your favorite fruit or vegetable? We'd love to hear from you. Yeah, I am a avid eater of Brussels sprouts myself because my grandmother just encouraged me to eat Brussels sprouts. And really most kids like would probably say yuck.
Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of people share that feeling. I feel like Brussels sprouts get shamed.
And whenever I say to try something new, it takes at least 5 or 3 times in order for you to start liking it or to start actually enjoying it. So to try it at least more than 2 or 3 different ways. But Monique, I see that you like strawberries. I just mentioned before that I'm so excited for our strawberry and watermelon season because it's the summer and we're able to enjoy a bit more fruit. And for veggies, you like collards and kale. Delicious. I absolutely love kale. Hi, Aisha. Thank you for sharing. I see you like broccoli and a veggie dip. Delicious. Do you make your own veggie dip or do you prefer purchasing one already made?
I know I am usually the one that would purchase it. I would purchase the veggie dip.
Yeah.
It's probably pretty easy to make.
Actually, I have a very simple recipe. What I like to do is I like to do a tub of Greek yogurt plain, and I'll mix some French onion soup mix into it. And it's kind of like a French onion dip almost.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds very good.
It's very delicious, and it eliminates all that fat that we can find in that sour. I typically would use sour cream, but I've noticed that the Greek yogurt tastes exactly the same, and it gets that sweetness from it. It's really delicious.
Yeah, and also like that little tang, like that.
Exactly.
Make it feel like you're having cream cheese, right?
Yes.
Or the I should not cream. You know what? I was thinking about the cream cheese veggie. That's what it was. Spinach dip.
Spinach dip. I love spinach dip. It's delicious. Or like an artichoke spinach dip. And Aisha recently learned how to make her own. Did you learn how to make your own spinach dip? Or is it another type of vegetable dip?
Veggie dip.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yum, yum. All right.
Awesome.
Well, thank you all so much for participating. I love the engagement, and I hope we continue that through the rest of our presentation. So the next question that I have for everyone is, what are some reasons that we should try to eat fruits and veggies?
I would say just because they're healthy.
That is one of the best answers. Yes, they are very healthy for us.
Yep. Health. Monique says health.
Yes.
Anybody else?
We'll take a few seconds.
I think just for enjoyment to me, because to me, I think a lot of times when I eat like fruits, it kind of like substitutes that need for like candy, let's just say. So yeah.
Some of my veggies I actually like to substitute for like potato chips because I'm getting that nice crunch from them. And especially if you have a delicious dip, it's definitely eliminating that fatty factor. Miss May says that they taste good, definitely healthy. I know Aisha shared before that it's a healthier lifestyle change. That's very accurate. But just some
John. Yep, John Little said definitely health.
Yes. So some of the main reasons as to why we should eat fruits and vegetables is that they are filled with vitamins and minerals, some nutrients that are fantastic for us. Most of our fruits and vegetables are fat-free or very low in fat. Some even help with certain diseases. And like you said earlier, Erica, they taste great. They're fantastic for us because we can enjoy them and not have that much worry when we're consuming them. But we should always be mindful to ask our physician if there's any type of medication or any type of awareness that we should have with any fruit or vegetable to make sure before we consume them.
Yes.
And just another question for you guys, and I did give this answer away a little earlier, but can anyone tell me how many cups of fruits or vegetables we should be consuming each day?
4.
4 is very close.
Is it? Oh.
So remember, 4 is very close. Does anyone want to take another guess? Ooh, 6, just a little too high, Monique.
Okay.
Hi, Drusilla. Yes, you're very accurate with that number 5. We should be consuming at least 5 cups of fruits and vegetables each and every day. So that would include 2 cups of fruits and 3 cups of veggies. And as you can see below, I do have my wonderful My Plate diagram, just showing that our vegetable portion is just a little larger than that fruit portion, showing that we just need to eat a little bit more of those vegetables instead of fruits. So all forms count for our fruits and vegetables. Fresh, frozen, canned, and dried fruits and vegetables are all beneficial and can help us reach our 5-cup goal. We always recommend that fresh is best for flavor and nutrition when it's in season. I always like to recommend that if possible, try to eat that skin that's on the outside of those fruits or vegetables if possible, such as like your apples, your pears. They contain so much fiber, and fiber is like that broom just sweeping away all that bad stuff out of our body. Frozen is very convenient nutritional value because it's when it's picked, it's frozen shortly after it's being picked, so it has the most nutrition for you. Canned is also good nutrition and has a long shelf life if it's unopened. And I just need to, so sorry. And then dried is convenient and has a long shelf life as well. And I love my dried fruits or vegetables to add to like when I'm baking or even to my morning breakfast. I like to eat it with my oatmeal and it still has like a nice little crunch to it. Alrighty, so what does it mean when we're trying to eat 5 cups of fruits or vegetables? We kind of like to break it down for everyone. So as I mentioned before, we can buy those fruits dried, frozen, or canned. However, when we're purchasing it canned, we really recommend that it's either packed in water or 100% fruit juice, and to always drain out that excess liquid if you're not going to be utilizing it to eliminate that added sugar or added sodium. And you can also select 100% fruit juices when choosing a juice as well. And Miss May, I know you love your cherry juice to help you relax at night. So that's wonderful. Drink at least 4 to 6 ounces to count as that one portion. But other portions for our serving could also equal 1 large banana, half of a large peach, a 4th cup of raisins, a medium-sized apple or orange, half a cup of 100% fruit juice, 2 large plums, half a cup of fruit cocktail, 1 medium grapefruit, half a cup of strawberries, and a medium bunch of grapes, which is approximately about 50. Before we move forward, does anyone have any questions or comments they would like to share?
Now, is there such a thing as eating too many fruits? Like, can you overload on fruits?
You can. So again, this is just a question for your physician or any doctor, especially for diabetic patients, to definitely be aware because fruits are very high in natural sugars, which could affect anyone with diabetes. But we definitely try to recommend to eat at least minimum 2 cups per day. And again, just talk to your physician, see what your limitations are if you have any health conditions that could defer you from eating specific fruits or vegetables.
So how, like, I know sometimes we get duped by pictures, right? So what are we looking for on labels as far as like fruit juices?
What I recommend is to always look at that nutrition facts label and look to see if there's any added sugar. With the new nutrition facts label, it has 2 types of sugar on there. It's total sugars, and then below it, it's added sugars. When it's 100% fruit juice, it will not have any added sugars to it. It'll just be that natural sugar that's found in that fruit or that vegetable.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So definitely try to look at that fruit, at that nutrition facts label and that ingredient list to see if it's 100% fruit juice or not.
Now, are there any words that we might not necessarily be familiar with that's like cover for sugar? Because I know sometimes there's like words like saccharin, like I've heard of like saccharin and things like that. Like, so are there any other words that you might need to know?
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. There's fructose, like you said, the saccharides. There's so many that I can't even remember them off the top of my head. But my main point that I always like to make whenever I'm reading a facts label or that ingredient list is if I can't figure out what that word means, then it's probably not something healthy or natural to be found. But you can always just turn to Google and decide to look up what that ingredient could be.
That's right. Google it. There's no excuse for us not to know. Google it.
Yes.
How about, like I've been hearing a lot of people like have been turning to like agave, like as like I guess a sugar substitute, or what is
I
that?
have not heard much in terms of agave. However, I do know honey is a natural form of sugars and as well as the agave. So definitely recommend speaking to your physician or any other type of doctor that you could be in contact with to see if it would be a healthy substitute for you.
Okay. Miss May, did you want to ask any questions?
So if you wanted to get all of your vegetables and fruit, what do you say about blending or putting them all together into one drink? How would we do that?
I highly recommend smoothies. However, you might not be able to pack all of those 2 cups and 3 cups of fruits and vegetables into one beverage. Maybe I would try to do at least 1 serving of fruit, 1 serving of vegetable, just to try and get a good portion of it. I definitely enjoy a good smoothie in the morning or the afternoon. It definitely energizes you. And I always recommend to try and add vegetables or even some protein like peanut butter to it. Even grains, you can add some flaxseed, some oatmeal, and try to get more products from our My Plate into it. Thank you both so much for the questions. I love the interaction.
Yeah.
Yes, smoothies. They are amazing. Alrighty, so moving forward with our vegetables. So as we mentioned, 5 cups total. So 2 cups fruits, 3 cups of vegetables. And your vegetables can either be raw or cooked, fresh, frozen, canned, or dried. And again, with our canned vegetables, we really recommend that low sodium, no salt added canned products and to drain and rinse before using. Now, as you can see, we do have a few different options for our servings as well. You can have a cup of leafy vegetables, maybe like a salad. Throw in some kale into your smoothie. I believe that says a cup of raw vegetables, like carrots or celery, like I mentioned before. Those 2 are my favorite, especially when when I have like a crunchy craving or a salty craving. They are a great substitute for you. Half a cup of vegetable juice, again, trying to consume that 100% fruit or vegetable juice to read that ingredient list and to look for those added sugars. You may also have a half a cup of cooked vegetables. Just a few options that we have here include broccoli, cauliflower, corn, and some green beans. And then you could also have an alternative of a starchy vegetable such as a regular potato or a sweet potato. Does anyone have any questions before we move forward?
I do. So I know that you mentioned drain and rinse. If you're using canned vegetables. Yeah, I know draining them, but rinsing them. I only rinse the canned beans. Because I just usually like that consistency. But why are we rinsing the canned vegetables?
We're rinsing them to eliminate a bit of that added extra salt or sodium that could be found in there or any of those preservatives. What I like to do is I like to have a colander and I'll just pour the contents into the colander. This way it'll drain that liquid inside of it, and then I'll just run it under some cold or like lukewarm water so that it could just eliminate a few of those extra.
Oh, okay.
So is corn considered like a starchy vegetable?
Actually, corn is, I wouldn't say it's a starchy vegetable, but it could be considered our grain, especially because once it's popped, it's a fantastic snack for a grain.
Okay.
Just when you eliminate that added butter and other flavorings or salt to it.
Oh man.
Forgot to throw that in there.
Oh.
Okay, if you say so, Victoria.
I love making my own popcorn on the stovetop. I just do like a little pinch of salt on it just so that it gets a little flavoring and it's nice and crunchy for you.
Yes.
So how much like popcorn would you say we should, like a serving, like what would be a serving size for popcorn? Because I would get like a big old bowl, just like how you see on TV and just like go to town.
I would definitely read that nutrition facts label when you're purchasing the kernels by themselves just to measure that out. I don't know that serving size off the top of my head, but I totally agree with you. It's almost like you kind of want to be at that movie theater with that nice big bucket.
Oh, wow.
Guilty.
And whenever we're talking about any type of food, I always recommend that to enjoy yourself. Don't be afraid to eat what you like. Just try to eat it in moderation. So instead of having like a can of Coca-Cola every night with dinner, maybe try to have it once a week.
Yeah, I guess like that those moderations really make a difference.
Small changes do. Yes, popcorn is my favorite. Ooh, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about popping our own. It's one of the best snacks that you could possibly have. Just try to reduce that amount of salt, sugar, or butter that you might be adding to it.
Yeah, you're right about sugar, because I know like there's those caramel popcorns and all those other popcorns that are out there that
are very high in sugar, and I'm one of those people. I have the biggest sweet tooth ever. I would be eating that caramel corn immediately.
Okay, Facebook, do you have any other questions?
Our next slides, we begin our activity.
Okay. Are you? I hope everybody's ready. Monique said kale chips are good.
Yes, kale chips are delicious. I definitely recommend making your own so that you're reducing that amount of salt and sodium that they could be adding to it. And yes, you could dehydrate a lot of fruits or vegetables and still have the best product ever.
I've never heard of, well, I know like of dried fruit, right? But how are we dehydrating our fruits? I would love to hear about that.
To dehydrate, you just cook it at a very low temperature for a long amount of time. I've done a few different ones in my oven. I've done like apple chips. One that I'm actually pretty interested in trying is I want to get a crinkle cutter to not in my air fryer. I want to do a crinkle cut carrot to make kind of like a carrot chip.
Yeah.
So more to come on that. That's a recipe I'm excited to try.
Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely going to look that one up. I'm
a foodie. Thank you for sharing, Monique.
Yeah. And Aisha said
seaweed is delicious. It's very healthy and nutritious for you.
Yeah, I've tried seaweed once or twice, but I haven't like really gravitated since that 1 or 2 times that I've tried it. So,
and like I said, it takes about 3 to 5 tries to actually enjoy something, and to try it in different ways. I'm very jealous of you, Monique.
All right, Monique. You showing off over there, Monique.
I know.
We're coming to your house. We're gonna come get all those chips. Potatoes.
Alrighty, well, thank you all for sharing. So when we're talking about fruits and vegetables over here at Snap Ed, we always like to say to eat the rainbow. Now, what do you guys think that means when I'm saying to eat the rainbow for fruits and vegetables?
Eat a variety.
Yes, exactly. We want to try to eat a variety of different fruits and vegetables because not one single fruit or vegetable has all the vitamins, nutrients, and minerals our body needs to sustain a healthy lifestyle. So each color of the rainbow supports a different part of our body. So as you can see here are red fruits and vegetables. I'm so sorry the image is nice and small. I'll read it out loud for all of you. Our red supports a healthy prostate and urinary tract. Our green support our eyes, lungs, and cell health. Orange or yellow is good for vision, immunity system, and growth. Our brown or white is for healthy bones and circulatory system. And for that blue and purple, it's good for your heart, brain, bones, arteries, and immune system. So as you can see, there's so many different options of colors. Now, let's take the opportunity to go through some of our favorite colors of those fruits and vegetables. So let's start off with our blue and purple fruits and vegetables. Could you guys name off a few of your favorites?
I know for me, blue and purple, I would go with blueberries.
Blueberries, delicious. And I know blueberries is kind of conflicting because you're like, oh, they aren't actually blue, they're actually purple. So where'd they get their name from?
And is there anybody else? Purple or blue foods?
Is eggplant considered purple?
Of course it is.
I like eggplant.
Eggplant is delicious.
I do like that.
For myself, I love red onion, which kind of has like that purplish tint to it.
Miss Elise said blueberries and blackberries.
Blackberries are delicious.
Oh my, I love blackberries.
Again, we're getting close to that summer season.
Yes. I like purple cabbage.
Yes, purple cabbage. Did you guys actually know that there is blue corn?
Yeah,
I saw that.
Chips, right?
Yeah.
There's
The blue chips first before the blue corn.
Yes, and that's how we make our blue corn tortilla chips. And there's also bluish purple carrots that you can find.
Ah, yeah. You know what? While I was teaching, we were learning about carrots and foods, and the kids were so amazed that there were white carrots and
yes,
you know, the traditional orange ones. But when they saw purple ones, they were like, "No way!"
And they taste exactly the same.
Yeah. I haven't gotten the opportunity to try them, but it was just interesting to learn that there's different You know, we know there possibly might be like different species of carrots, yet you know, just to see them, it was just like, wow, you know, it was interesting. Yeah, Monique, we see you with your blue corn. Yeah, I've never seen it fresh, really, though.
Neither have I. I just know that I see a lot of blue corn tortilla chips. Alrighty, well, thank you all so much for participating. Let's move on to our next color. Let's move on to our white and brown fruits and vegetables.
Potatoes.
Potatoes are one of my favorites. I actually love sweet potatoes. They are fantastic. And I love that you can just pop them in the microwave for just a few minutes and then you have a wonderful snack.
I've never heard of an heirloom tomato.
Neither have I.
Yeah. See, that's a Google item for us.
Actually, there's a fun fact that I learned a few months ago, and it's that there's over 10,000 species of tomatoes in the world.
Wow. Interesting. And you know what? Like, we assume a lot of times we assume tomatoes might have come from Italy. And I actually went into a deep dive the other day about tomatoes. I probably just needed to get my mind off of something else. So I started looking up tomatoes, and they really came from the Aztecs.
Yes.
So I was like, oh, cool, like from South America. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. And it's the same with Caesar salad dressing too.
How interesting.
Yes, you learn something new every day.
Yep. So you think, oh, tomatoes, you think, oh, Italy or New Jersey, but it's like, no,
Good.
they really didn't come. They didn't come. Yeah, they didn't come to Italy until like the 1500s or something like that. So interesting. There goes my fun fact for the day.
Would anyone else like to participate and name a white or brown fruit or vegetable they enjoy?
Yeah, this is like it's a little bit harder to think of a white or a brown.
White and brown.
One that could
kind of cauliflower.
Cauliflower, yes, I love me some cauliflower.
Yeah.
Another one that I love is although it's yellow on the outside, banana.
Yeah, I didn't even think about banana. Duh.
I didn't either.
White cabbage.
Yes.
Yes, Monique, we see you. White cabbage, parsnips. Miss Elise said parsnips, but she doesn't like it. Uh-oh, wait a second. Aisha said during pandemic she made a parsnip pie. How did that turn out? That's interesting. I've never heard of a parsnip pie. I guess it's kind of like a maybe like a rutabaga type of thing. How about cauliflower?
Yes, cauliflower.
White onions. Yeah, I don't think of onions as a vegetable really, but I guess it is.
Yes. A nice Spanish white onion, delicious.
They're so good.
Alrighty, well, thank you everyone for participating again. Now, this one's going to be a bit easy. Can anyone name their favorite green fruits and vegetables?
I like broccoli rabe.
Delicious.
Yeah, look, Carla's she just popped in and she said, this is going back to the white and brown. She said mushrooms and white asparagus.
Yes, that's correct. Thank you, Carla.
Mushrooms. Oh, we forgot about mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we're on to the green, right?
Yes.
So we got green grapes.
Green grapes, delicious.
What else?
Spinach and sweet peas. Yes, I love spinach. Especially I like to throw it in my smoothies. Monique likes collards. I love me some collards.
Scallions.
Scallions, yes. We can name so many different herbs that are green.
Yes.
Ooh, Elise says a green apple, peas, and grapes. Kale, another one that I love to throw in my smoothies. Just for the nutritional facts of it. It doesn't really have much flavor to it either. So it goes great with mixed with different fruits and vegetables.
Spinach. That's my fave.
Spinach. Yeah, I like spinach too.
Spinach.
Chick-fil-A has a nice kale salad. I like the tartness of it.
That's good to know. Something different to try. One other vegetable that I love, I absolutely adore zucchini. I like to make zucchini noodles. I like to just throw zucchini into like a nice pot of some pasta sauce. It's delicious. It doesn't really have much flavor to it, but you are getting a wonderful vegetable added.
Cucumbers. Cucumbers, I
Delicious.
can't tell you like how we go through cucumbers in my house. It's like craziness. I need to start growing them. That's what it is.
Start your own garden this summer. And Elise, I see you like Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. When I was younger, again, it was one of those vegetables I did not like because of the texture. But as you grow older, you start liking different things.
Yeah. I like okra too.
Okra, delicious. Well, thank you everyone for participating yet again. And we only have 2 more colors left of our rainbow. Monique said cucumbers. Cucumbers are fantastic. I actually have been enjoying cucumbers more recently. I like green cabbage as well. Delicious. What I like to do is instead of utilizing bread for lunch, what I'll do is I'll make like a nice sandwich with a cucumber or a bell pepper instead.
Yeah. And they're filling too. That's what the great part about it that is. They're very filling.
Yes, exactly.
And it has that crunch. Because actually,
I love me a good crunch.
Yeah.
Alrighty, everyone. So how about those yellow and orange fruits and vegetables?
So since you went into the squash realm, I'm going to say squash, yellow squash.
Yeah, squash can come into so many different colors.
I beat you to it, Monique. Ha ha. Monique said squash. Okay, and Monique shared that she has an indoor garden. See, I'm going to need to invest. Well, I'm going to keep mine outdoors. I have a little patio, so I think that I might be able to sneak something in there.
Awesome. Moni coming in with the best answer of them all, oranges.
Yes.
And then we could just go down the line from there with our tangerines, our mandarins, our blood oranges.
Peaches.
Peach. Oh, delicious. I love me a peach. Some corn, oranges. Yes. Again, that's another thing I'm excited for summer. I'm excited for some corn on the cob on the grill.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I was going to say, if you can't tell, summer is my favorite season.
Amen.
Yes.
I would say, what else? Butternut squash is like a love of mine. Like during the winter months, I like butternut squash a lot. Delicious. They have some awesome recipes with butternut squash.
Or what's I'm thinking of it and I can't, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Monique said rutabaga. I've never eaten rutabaga.
Yes, I have. They're very good.
Oh, okay. There are white peaches. Yes, there are.
Yes.
Yeah. And then Carla's got sweet potatoes.
I also love me some good spaghetti squash while we're on the topic as well. Again, it goes along the lines of my zoodles. I kind of like to just bake it for a little bit and then I'll scrape it with my fork and I kind of get like a noodle consistency. Acorn squash again. So many different squashes.
Yeah.
Ooh, pineapple, my favorite.
Pineapple, delicious. Again, another thing I love to throw on the grill too with a little dash of cinnamon on top.
Yes. I had pineapple today. It was so good.
Oh, I had pineapple, but it was an ice cream.
You know what? Perfect for some ice cream today.
Yeah, I totally had to stop myself. Like, this is enough, Erica. I talk to myself. Yeah. Oh, Miss Elise, you're so right. Grilled pineapples.
Delicious.
Yes.
Another one that can fit into this yellow and this green would actually be mango. It can actually fit into other colors as well.
Yeah, mango. Yeah, I'm an island girl. What happened? I forgot. How about papaya too?
Papaya,
Yeah,
yeah. It's kind of
papaya
like
is
a
like,
peachy color, but I would say it falls in between like that nice yellow-orange mixture.
right.
Delicious. It's so difficult to find papaya recently too. I've been looking.
Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe, delicious.
Mhm.
I love cantaloupe.
Man, why is this so like, we know all these things. We really have to pull it out.
Whenever I do this activity with children, I like to tell them to think about going to the grocery store with mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, uncle, aunt, uncle, whichever, and to look and to think when you're walking through the grocery store, what colors do you see in that produce section?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes there are even, there's yellow apples, like the golden delicious ones.
Pears.
Uh-oh. Okay, wait a second. We've got Olivo Lynn, and she says sour sop. And that is an island. I've heard of it. That's an island fruit. Now I've heard of it, but I've never had the opportunity to eat it. So I would love to hear what it tastes like. If you could compare it to something.
I'm actually just
there are a
pulling
lot of
up.
stories. Like it's so funny because I would hear stories of my grandfather talking about like a sour sap tree or something that like
It has an interesting look to it. Like it kind of reminds me a little bit of a dragon fruit in a way, but also kind of like a pineapple almost too. It looks delicious.
Yeah, well, that's one great thing about produce is that like over the years we've been really had the opportunity to get a lot of fruits that are not necessarily grown here. So getting those international fruits is like it's a treat.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, well, thank you everyone for participating in that yellow-orange activity. And now our final one, our final color is red. Can you name any fruit or vegetable that you enjoy that is red?
Cherries.
Yeah, Miss
Say cherries first. Cherries, apples.
Anybody else out there on Facebook? A red fruit or vegetable? Monique says dragon fruit.
Yes, dragon fruit. So it kind of has like a little purple tint to it sometimes too. And fun fact, it can actually be white on the inside as well. Watermelon, delicious.
My favorites too.
We got red bell peppers.
Yum, delicious. And I love a good red bell pepper because it has like a sweetness to it, unlike that green one.
Beets.
Beets, yes. Or even radishes.
Radishes.
Okay, Miss Elise, red habaneros.
Yes.
And Carla Casanova says strawberries. We have red grapes.
Yes, delicious.
Raspberries.
Raspberries, great. We said apples already, right?
I think so. I think we might have I think we might have started with the apples.
All right.
I'm trying to jog my mind.
Again, you got to think of that grocery store.
Right, Elise said, oh my goodness, Aisha. Elise should know all of them. Don't mess with Miss Elise. She will come down with a whole list.
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes, yes. So actually, that one's fun. Do we think a tomato is a fruit or a vegetable?
It's a fruit, right?
It is considered a fruit. So there's so many different ways as to how people can tell if it's a fruit or a vegetable. In all reality, I think it comes down to the sugar content that's found in the fruit or vegetable. However, some people believe that it's a fruit if it had seeds growing on the inside of it, or just has seeds in general. Fun fact, strawberries are the only fruit that has seeds growing on the outside. And then another way is just dependent on where they grow. So, for example, if it's growing on a vine or a tree or above the ground, it's considered a fruit. But if it's growing directly on the ground, it's considered a vegetable. But so many different ways. And I want to say thank you all so much for participating in that little activity. As you can see here, we named so many different fruits and vegetables of so many different colors. So it should be easier to start thinking when you're at the store purchasing those fruits and vegetables to figure out how to incorporate that rainbow into your diet. So just as a reminder, there's blue, purple, green, white, brown, yellow, orange, and red. And on this list, we might see a few other ones that we haven't named. I'm just looking at this list right now. Grapefruit. We need majority of those fruits. Some veggies that we missed include rhubarb for yellow and orange. Oh, we forgot apricots. I actually love dried apricots. They're nice and sweet and delicious. Mangoes, nectarines, papaya, peaches. We need butternut squash. We forgot to name pumpkin. We need rutabaga, summer squash, corn. Awesome. And for those white and brown, there's so many different ones. Dates. For veggies. Oh, we missed garlic. The Italian inside of me is like, how did you miss garlic? For green. Oh, we missed avocados as well. Kiwi, honeydew, limes. And we were just getting started back then. It's okay. And then for veggies, we pretty much hit all of these. We did miss our string beans. And then for our fruits, we forgot plums, blackcurrant. Awesome. And then veggies, black beans. Oh, yes, we also forgot to mention that beans are a great source of fiber as well as a great source of a vegetable as well. Alrighty, before we start coming to a close, does anyone have any questions?
No, I think that we are good. How about Facebook? Anybody out there on Facebook, YouTube, or LinkedIn have any questions?
We missed coconut. Yes, we forgot our coconut.
Coconut, yes, I love coconut. Like that's my favorite.
So as a little activity for you guys during this week, we would love for you to try setting a goal for yourself and for your family to try at least one new fruit or vegetable of a different color this week. And then we just have a few different tips and tricks as to how to incorporate those more fruits and vegetables into your diet. For your fruits, you could try adding fruits to your cereal, low-fat yogurt, or oatmeal. You can have a fruit for dessert. That one's my favorite. You can grab snacks that are on the go like apples, bananas, grapes, and raisins. And then for some fun snacks and meal ideas, you can spread some apple or banana slices with peanut butter. I know Mark mentioned that's one of his favorite snacks. You can add some frozen berries to pancakes and waffle mixes. And you can make a fresh fruit smoothie with some low-fat yogurt, fruits including bananas to make it extra thick. And then for our veggies, you could at least try to have 2 vegetables with dinner. I'm trying to incorporate that into my lifestyle. It's definitely fun trying to get creative and have different fruits and vegetables every day. Add rinsed canned beans to salads, soups, and pasta sauces. And my favorite one also is you can snack on some raw veggies like carrots, celery, and cucumber. And for some fun snack and meal ideas, you can add veggies like mushrooms or peppers to scrambled eggs. You can make a healthy dip by mixing corn, black beans, and some salsa. And you could top homemade or store-bought pizza with colorful veggies like spinach, peppers, and summer squash. I love a delicious vegetable pizza. Alrighty. And one last the last thing that we always like to review with you guys, and something that we always like to share, is a recipe. And for today's, I wanted to stick with that fruit themed, and we provided you with a just peachy salsa, which, as you can read the ingredients here, are 2 cups of diced peaches. You can utilize either canned or fresh peaches, 3/4 cup of diced cucumber, a 1/4 cup of finely diced red onion, a 1/4 cup of chopped cilantro, 1 finely diced jalapeno with those seeds removed to decrease that spiciness on them, 2 tablespoons of lime juice, and some salt and pepper to taste. And as always, with the recipes that we share, you can cater them to how you would prefer them. You could remove the cilantro. I know some individuals believe that cilantro, it has like a soapy taste. So my mom's one of them. So we don't use cilantro in our household very often. And I do love jalapeno. But one thing I love to do is definitely remove those seeds. Now would be a great time to share that video. Would I have to stop? I'll stop sharing my slides for a quick moment. There we go. And then we just had that video for you guys. That music always gets me, and it gets me dancing a little bit.
Oh wow! You know what? I'm seeing a couple of comments about cilantro. So Miss Lisa, no cilantro. Yeah, that's interesting. That because I love cilantro. My family's like,
it's delicious. But it is a hereditary gene.
Yep.
If you do, it does taste like soap.
Wow, interesting.
I don't know what the branch of the gene is called, but it's something that you can actually test for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you, Victoria, for for sharing all this very important information, and for jogging our brains a little bit. I mean, it was just like it was hard. It was sometimes a little bit difficult to kind of pull it out. I mean, we see the things every day, but to really like think about it deeply and connect with it, even if it's just on the basis of color. It was fun. So we appreciate you there at Community Food Bank of New Jersey and SNAP Ed, and Mark. Thank you as well. We are going to definitely be seeing you on next week. We're going to be cooking. So watch out for all of our posts about which recipe that we're going to choose. We would love to hear from the community out there on Facebook, and to hear what you'd like to cook with Mark.
No problem. And Erica, one last thing before we leave. Would I be able to share my screen one last time for that survey?
Sure.
All right.
Okay, and also in the chat or in the comments, there is a link that is there as well.
Alrighty, so thank you all so much for participating with us. Mark and I do have a brief survey concluding all of our lessons. It takes about 30 seconds to a minute to complete it. I believe it is, give me 1 second, I can tell you how many questions it is exactly. Can't remember off the top of my head. There are 11 questions. It is in English. They're very brief. It is an anonymous survey, but if you do participate, it does help us try to gauge and provide more assistance to the community. So please take the time to complete it. We do have the QR code up here. If you're on your cell phone, we will provide that link in the chat box. But if you're on your computer, please take out any cell phone, smartphone, utilize that camera button, and don't take a picture. Just click the screen once you're hovering over that QR code, and it'll bring you to a website.
Yeah, thank you for that, Victoria. Please, continue to engage the Community Food Bank of New Jersey so that we can find out exactly what our needs are throughout the communities in New Jersey. That's so important. We want to hear from you. We don't want to assume what you need or what you might want yet. We would like to hear from you and your views. That's definitely a part of our voices being heard. So please take the time and participate in the survey. And also, please take the time to donate. Please take a look at our website, ppnj.org, and hit the donate button. No donation is too small. We need you.
Please give.
Yes. All right, Miss May, did you have anything that you wanted to add?
I just to our Facebook family out there. I know you enjoyed today. I had a ball, and thank you, Victoria, and also to Mark for coming out and just sharing with us. You know, you're used to eating the things that you eat all the time, and then when you sit and you think about it, like I would have never thought of mushrooms as being.
Yep.
After you said, I said,
or even coconut.
Yeah.
So that was great. I really enjoyed the presentation, and I'm sure that our guests out in Facebook Live, I'm sure they did too. And I would say to them, please like and please share with our community. Thank you so much.
You're all very
of course. Yes.
Have a fantastic evening, and we'll see you next week with Parents Engaging Parents, a beloved community check-in, and we will be once again with the Community Food Bank of New Jersey. So see you next week, guys.
Yes.
Take care, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Good
Have a
night.
wonderful night.
So long.